See, I'm making you look at things that you've never challenged before. We talking about building Manifestation City. We believe in God for the funds to purchase properties effortlessly, renovate them, keep them up, all this stuff. If that's our vision, if that's what God assigned us to do, how would it benefit God to oppress you in the financial arena? Oh, now, so if you're oppressed, is God doing it? I tell you this, God is allowing it. Why is he allowing it? Because you're allowing it. God will allow what you allow. God will resist what you resist. Are you understanding what I'm saying, believers? But you got to put feet to your faith and begin working what you got to bring it into and make it what you want it to be. So it does not, listen, so if you're getting thorns and thistles, irritation instead of increase, that tells you right there something is still messed up in the atmosphere of my life. See, you're saved, your atmosphere ain't. You're saved, but a spirit of poverty still looms over your house. That's why you can open up all the windows you want to and it's still dark in that house. That's why you can wash all the clothes, it's still funky up in there. Hello. You can get disc cleaner, you can get Stanley steamer in there and can't get that funk. That's poverty. That is a spirit. You can smell it. I understand what I'm saying. That's why you get home, you find all outside. You get home like, there's a spirit in your environment, an oppressive spirit, perpetuating the curse, going unchallenged, because you think it's everybody else in your home. And you get out of your home and get in a new one, and you got the same thing following you around. Are you understanding what I'm saying? Thorns and thistles, irritation instead of increase, hardness trying to get ahead. It shouldn't be hard to get ahead. It's pretty simple. If you want to get ahead, all you got to do is spend less than you make. Pretty simple. What's so hard about that? If you want to get ahead, all you need to do is spend less than you actually make. What's so hard about that? Hardness in getting ahead is a perpetuation of the curse. It's not God's will. Are you understanding what I'm saying? All right? I'm going to show you this practically in our vision. Every single year, we take on more and more responsibility, yet we never had less than the previous year. Every single year. Why? Because listen, why would there be oppression and hardship if we're doing what the Lord said to us as a body of people? See? That's what I'm saying to you, believers. All right? So now watch this now. Thorns and thistles, verse 18. Thorns and thistles shall it bring forth to thee, and thou shalt eat the herbs of the field. Thistles, you know what thistles is? Look it up. It's weeds. It's weeds. Now here, listen. Look up for a minute. Weeds are consumptive. Weeds steal the ground. Why? Because if your ground is stolen, you don't have the capacity for increase. So, that's why you sow and you don't see anything. Why? Because your ground has been stolen by weeds in your life. When the ground has been stolen, you can plant something, and before it can take root and bring a harvest, it's already choked out. Why? Because there are still weeds in the spiritual atmosphere of your life. Weeds are consumptive agents that steal the ground so that which is supposed to be productive and effective cannot grow. And until you uproot them, here's the problem with most of us. It takes too much work getting to the root of your issues. It's much easier to quote what your neighbor quoting. It's much easier to blame the man down there. They won't give me a raise. I ain't never waited on nobody to give me no raise. Talking about to be ahead, I'm going to wait on you to change my life. No, I'll make something give me a raise, but I'm not going to wait on you to change my life. Are you understand what I'm saying? So weeds, thorns and thistles. Thorns represent irritation instead of increase. How you know you got thorns? Because you got irritation instead of increase. How you know you got weeds? Because something is consuming the ground of your life so that when you sow something, it never brings up a harvest. What does it keep choking my seed out? Weeds. Perpetuation of a spiritual vice in the atmosphere of my life somewhere. You know what? If you get serious, God will show you things your mama did and never told you. Don't play. I know what I'm talking about. God will show you things that your daddy did and never told you. God will show you things that your family did and no one ever confessed. God will show you why. Because how would it serve God's purpose for these things to continue to loom in the atmosphere of your life, making you non-productive and ineffective? So God reveals them to you by the Spirit so you can confess the sins of the Father and position yourself and your seed, my God, to walk in the blessing of God. But you got to get serious and stop quoting things you don't know anything about. Are you understanding what I'm saying? All right. Look at verse 19. He says, in the sweat of your face shall you eat bread till you return back to the ground. For out of it you were taken, for dust you are, and unto dust you will return. Now watch this now. Now watch this now. From in the sweat of thy face shalt thou eat bread till thou return to the ground. Now I'm going to show you this. Sweat is associated, if you want to lose weight, you have to what? You got to sweat. So sweat is associated with losing. And the curse is you're working but still losing. You're losing trying to be productive. It's not God's will, man. You're not supposed to be getting further in the hole trying to get out of it. But now, God will allow what you allow. Many of you won't get serious enough to stop certain cycles in your life. Some of you like to spend money you don't have. But they proved me. God didn't. They accepted you. God declined it. No. You need to learn to work on cash. And when you're out, you're out. Are you understanding what I'm saying, believers? All right. Turn over to Galatians chapter 3 real quick. Galatians 3. Now we all know that it would not be advantageous to God, the Holy Spirit, to curse the believer. And God, the Holy Spirit, does not curse the born-again believer. How many of y'all agree with me on that? But now watch this now. Watch this now. The Lord said, I desire that you might have life and have it what? But now, if you go jump off the Bank of America building downtown, the Lord's desire for you to have life will not overcome the law of gravity. You can quote all the scriptures on your way down you want to. You finna be roadkill. So you got to ask yourself this. If the Lord, and I show you what the curse is, now you know what it is. You know. You cannot overcome what you will not admit. And some of you have to admit, I've been working under the curse. I've been allowing it. I've been talking it. I've been seeing it and not confronting it. I knew something was wrong. Nobody challenged it. How is it all me and my sisters got the same problem? How is it I'm saying I wasn't going to do what my mama did. I'm doing exactly what my mama did. How is it? You better admit it, because you cannot